Now, church leaders are using their annual Christmas messages and sermons to intensify pressure on Prime Minister Scott Morrison to take greater action on climate change. Liz, he can't take a trick here. He got barrelled over not coming back from his holiday early enough. He's now been barrelled by just about everyone in terms of, oh, the bushfires are bad, so why doesn't he further reduce climate emissions or carbon emissions? And now the churches are into him. Since when have the church and science been at one?
Look, I actually think this is absolutely disgraceful by these church leaders. Whether you're religious or non-religious, Christmas has nothing to do with climate change. So for them to hijack what is one of the two most important occasions on the Judeo-Christian calendar, celebrated throughout Western civilization, for them to use even that to push this climate change narrative, I think it's nothing short of sacrilege. It's just disgraceful.
Yeah, and exactly. And they're not differentiating, Warren, between the fact that the climate is warming by under 2 degrees Celsius in over 115 years, and the fact that Australia can't do anything about it. We can't change the temperature from here.
You know what, the thing that really makes me mad, and it's actually the Christmases goes beyond that. I've been in Japan and in South Korea and in full Christian countries, but they all celebrate. Even the Middle East, I was over there, they're celebrating the Muslim countries. This is a time for families to come together and work together. The science, look, if they're really fair income, they should be writing letters and protesting to the president of China.
Yes.
They should be writing letters and protesting to India and to other countries in the world who are burning up more. Now, we could, as everyone says, we could stop tomorrow morning with our emissions and it'll meet sweet bugger all.
Exactly, and they need to get that message across, to be fair. All right, a Melbourne councillor has called on the city to ban New Year's Eve fireworks, saying they are inappropriate while the country burns. Ipswich has already cancelled theirs. Liz, I just wonder, all this talk about banning fireworks, do we really want to take the fun out of New Year's Eve, the changing of the year, depress everyone, keep everyone feeling down, turn off the lights and keep New Year's Eve and keep everyone at home? Do we really want to do that?
No, we don't, Chris. I mean, old mate, Mayor of Gold Coast, came out saying he considered it absolutely, actually immoral. Direct quote, don't know who died and made old mate Pope, but he's now an authority on morality. So what I don't get about this usual hysteria is that we have set off fireworks every New Year's, every Australia Day for decades. It's a national tradition, and it's always during December and January, of course, which are our hottest, driest months. And unless I've missed a headline, I don't know when those have ever resulted in fires. So look, I think this is just a bit more hysteria, a lot of virtue signalling as usual. Look, it's not wrong to be concerned, but certainly I think to can these events is just uncalled for.
Yeah, well, it's in Melbourne at the moment. It is one councillor and one councillor alone, thank goodness.